Hey everyone, welcome back. Out here working on the Jetta again, and today I'm going to be spraying the interior with lizard skin. So if you've never heard of lizard skin, it's kind of a spray-on sound control. It's similar to Dynomat or something like that, but instead of the sticky adhesive, you just spray this on. And this is going to work great for my application because I already have the interior gutted, so it's going to be easier to spray it on rather than do sections with mats. So here I got the 2-gallon bucket of it. I probably don't need this much, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. And with this, I also grabbed the application kit. So they provide you with this special siphon gun with this big tip to flow this very thick material, as well as a nice drill attachment to mix it. And there's this 90-degree fitting for some of the tighter spots. So as you guys saw in my last video, I had the interior gutted when I did it all for paint. So I went around with the wire brush and cleaned up all the rust, and then I hit it with some rust encapsulator just to be on the safe side. And now I taped everything off that I don't want the lizard skin on. And you'll notice I stopped prepping the floor right at the back seat here, and that's because I'm going to redo the trunk setup. I got to fill some little holes and stuff like that, so I'm going to come back to that at a later date. So the lizard skin can go over any surface. It can go right over the metal as long as it's scuffed up, or it can go over a coating or like this as long as you scuff it up. Now this rust encapsulator has a very rough finish, so it's going to have no problem sticking to it, so I'm not concerned about it. So they recommend applying this in 2 coats, to each 20 mils thick, and they give you a little gauge to check that, and you gotta wait till it's pretty much completely dry before you can apply the next coat. So let's mix this stuff up and get to work. So here we have the first coat done and dried. I definitely should have put a little more masking or something on the door sill here because I got a little overspray, but we'll figure that out. But overall, it looks pretty good on the first coat. There's a couple little pinholes. I'm not sure if it's the way it dried or the way I sprayed it, but I'll make sure to hit them on the way back. But overall, it came out pretty good. So I let that dry overnight, and here you can kind of see the finished product. And for the moment of truth, it sounds pretty good. It was definitely more tinny before the coating, so we'll kind of have to see once we get this thing back on the road. Now that that's dry, I'm going to work on putting in my new carpet here. So these carpets come formed to the right shape, but you got to cut everything out for all the seat rails, the e-brake, the shifter. So as I'm going through, and then you got to trim up at the door things, but we're making progress getting there. This is one of those steps that I find extremely tedious, but you got to take your time and do it right. I actually stopped filming, it was taking me so long, but soon I'll have an update for you guys, but that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have another update on this project soon.